like almost 300 people in here. And then it starts doing the spinny things. Uh, Looks like a setup. Okay. Anyway, it is what it is. Stuff happens. Stuff happens. Just gonna go ahead and start using our little car detailer sander. Works like a charm. It's got a little finger groove. That's very ergonomically comfortable. Really good idea. It's just the perfect size. And this is a 220, so I'm gonna just get around this whole mallet with it. I'm gonna just clean up everything. Like YouTube just cleaned up my channel. How do I do it? Well, awesome thing is I've been doing it live today and yesterday, so you can see every single part of this video if you want to go back and watch it. But there's a couple of pieces to this process. We've gotten decent at them, I think. Maybe at the end we'll have something that somebody wants, you know. Hopefully. But right now we're just putting basically our final sand on everything. And then I'll move up to install the handle. And we'll see what we got. But for whatever reason, I got dumped off of my last live with a couple hundred people in there. Hopefully I'll get a couple more back. So what I did was carve this heart out. Yeah, CJ, we're back. We're a couple hundred short of when it shut out, but I don't know why I did that. All I did was close it and open it back up. But yeah, booted me out from about 300 or close to it to 4 pretty quick, pretty quickly. But I appreciate everybody for letting me know. I had no idea. Like, looking forward on my phone, I was doing fine. Over on my laptop, I was over there Cinderella. And we're just kind of putting the final sand on everything. Something close to the final sand on it anyway. Before assembly. Before final assembly. And we got all these pieces that are going on. Growing Me says, hey brother, hey, how you doing? CJ's back. Mom Key's back. B.O. is in the building. We're back. These are all the shims or wedges that are going to hold this in. Because if you'll notice, there's a huge gap. There's going to be a lot of space there. We got to make up for it. We got to figure something out. So, give me a quick second. I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back here. Right. Put that there so you can see what I'm doing. Somebody else comes in, you tell them Wes is coming back, baby. Only getting water. I'm gonna get water. I got one water. All right, I got a pinky swear on it, so I'll be right back. Trying to hold me back. They were trying to hold me down. They're trying to break my floor. But what they've done is giving you a second opportunity to like my video. So if you liked the previous one that they kicked me out of, you can like this one now. And it'll help my rhythm algae. Usually you don't have the opportunity to give me 2 likes. Here you may. After these messages, I'll be right back. Growing Me says like and subs. Well, how about it? How about it? I appreciate that so much. So if you don't know my channel, primarily I do a lot of shorts because that's the kind of attention span I've got, and I do a lot of lives because that's also the kind of attention span I've got. So we will get around to the long form videos, but all of my lives are kind of like how-tos. If you want to build some of the stuff on my page, I do it all here. Alright, so now we're at the stage where we can start assembling our mallet. Now usually that's all dramatic and people have to like beat them in and do all that stuff, but in this case we got so much space over here. It'd be impossible, right? But I'm going to put that right in the middle. And I know we're going to make jokes about needing a mallet to build a mallet, but once you got tools, might as well use them, right? Putting that handle right in the middle. All right, that's close enough. Now, we're going to fit all of these wedges in place. How can I do that in a way that you can see it best? Let's see if our height works this way. That works. Okay. So if I do that, and then I get one of those long, where you at, Clem? Give me a quick second. I'm doing this so that the visuals will be alright for you. I had one daughter. This song is stuck in my headpiece. It won't come out. Just won't. Alright. Didn't mean to bump you in the head just then. Alright, we got the big guns. We got the big baboos. The big munchies. Smorgasbord of rolls. Alright. That looked dramatic. Like that. So much. So what I'm gonna do is grab that with that and set that down on my bench. Once it's sitting down on that bench, I know that I'm good to go. Now, the trick is I gotta do 2 of these so I can get the left and right side, because this thing won't hold it just right by itself. So you're gonna see me bumbling around a little bit for a second because, you know, I don't have appropriate systems in place. But that's kind of what happens. As you learn. But as you learn, you will learn to get these systems in place. You learn what you do need and what you don't need. And I'm kind of here to show you some of the stuff that you don't need and some of the stuff that you do need, so you don't have to waste your money on it. Get these clamps turned now. We can grab that block from the back. I know this doesn't make sense. You can't see what I'm doing here, but now this is what we did. We use these to lock that little wedge like this around the handle down there to our table right here, and so now our mallet can get assembled and we can see it from up here. That was the goal the whole time, for you to be able to see the top of this ridiculous mallet. I kind of wonder, like, is there a way you can see the top of this thing? Hold on. You're gonna have to look at my dumb face for a second. I apologize to everyone for that. But I gotta figure out how to get this where you can see down. There's gotta be a way to see down. Not good enough. I don't know. Maybe that. Maybe. Guess we're gonna have to settle, because I really don't see a better way with the positions that I have available to me. I'm gonna be seasick by the time we're all done. All right, top of the mallet. Here we go. Sorry I made you wait for all of that. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, put our first primary wedge in. Pop in a little wedge right there. And we'll go that way. Number 3 is going to go in over here. Number 4 is going to go right there. I need to shave a little bit off him. He's too big, my friend. Let's give him a little stabby stab. Okay. Put that there. Him here. We gotta cut a little bit off him too. This is gonna be how many? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-piece wedge. I'm with it. I'm with it. You are too. You here, right? CJ's in the building. TJ's in the building. Growing Me is in the building. Super smart and creative way to clamp. Thank you. You know, the mother of invention. The mother of invention. That's all we're dealing with here. We gotta do something, right? Slightly here off, not off frame entirely, but I'm slicing one of these in half because the spaces that are beginning to be taken up are going great. So I don't need as big a wedge in some of these spots as I thought, which is great. Excuse me. But I need all these little triangles to find a home. Because we do have a lot of space to take up inside of that opening down there. We do know that. All right, that's it. That's our bunch of freaking tops right there. You know this is dramatic. All right, so I'm gonna start whacking these in. All right. filling in these spaces. All right. I'm gonna flip this around. And we're gonna go ahead and give this thing the business. I think I want this mallet here. It's delicate. I can get around stuff. See how that tip will let me hit just that one, or just that one, just that one. Different mallets have different purposes. Now, I did do this glue up today, right? And I am cowardly right now. I am afraid that something will go awry. So I am going to put some clamping pressure on this just to keep my glue from carrying all the stress, right? And maybe this time we'll make sure we're not mashing in anything. But we are going to make sure we don't spread out this way. Right. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. So now we've got our mallet in place. Got all that going on. Might as well go ahead and get to it and get these things down. When they start breaking, that's okay. That means that they're getting seated. And that's what it means for me. I don't know what nothing means. But nobody else. All of that feels great. And now that it's right there, I know I got my sauce somewhere close by. I know you see it. I know you see it. I love this part. And it also scares me because I don't know if it's going to go good or not. You know what I mean? I never know. I'm going a little bit above. I'm sending a slight angle up. They have saws where the teeth only cut on one side and not the other. This is not one of those. So you got to lift up a little bit. Stay just above the surface so you don't agitate that finish we just made. Get to the end, you got to start slowing that thing down. Slow your pressure. You can keep your speed, but your pressure needs to get light. Hell yeah. That looks good, man. Like, that's nice. I'm all the way good with that. We're gonna do a little bit more tapping just to make sure. Lauren Hill said everything is everything. We want to make sure of that. So, listen, I'm thrilled with that, y'all. I'm thrilled with that. Now, what I'll do, because I'm a fake woodworker, not a real woodworker, right, is that Carnage, Bladesmith, what's happening? What's going on? That's my buddy there. That's my brother from another mother. What's up, Jay Darlow? Darlano. I apologize. Hey man, it looks like I got some Arabic family in the house here saying what's up. How you doing? So, listen. I'm going to throw some glue on it. Let me show y'all how that turned out. Can you see it though? That is cool. To me, that's cool. I haven't had a head like that before. And definitely, I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. But what I'm going to do is put some glue there. And then I'm going to do some sanding on that because I need to knock that down. So, let's get the glue first. Is my phone focus on the right things here? All right. Now, I know I didn't put a lot of glue down in there because of the joinery, right? I'm pretty confident in this joinery. Not all that confident in this glue bottle right now, but that joinery I'm pretty happy about. However, I don't like looking at little gaps at all. It's just not my thing. It's not my thing, chicken wing. So I'm gonna just squeeze glue all in between these little gaps and junk, right? Kind of just treat it like I'm a bad carpenter caulking up everything that I couldn't make straight and clean, right? Pretty much the same thing. And then I am going to take my tool and we're just going to chop that thing down. You can do it with the, what do you call it? Plane? But I think I'd rather do it with the sander. Not the power sander. I'm going to try to do it with that little bugger. And if it becomes too much of an arduous task, we'll switch it up, no problem. But just in case it looks cool before we get it all the way down, and we can leave it a little bit proud, show a little bit of that detail off, and have those holes filled in looking nice and neat. I mean, why in the world would we not do that? Why in the world would that not be life goals? You feel me? Let's see. Let's see what we got. Because when you put that glue in and you activate that sand, that sawdust. Is it sawdust if it's coming from a sander? Technically, that should be sand dust. Not dust from a saw. But what I can say without any doubts, that might be the nicest looking hammerhead, mallet head I've ever made in terms of joinery of it. Come here, Leroy. Clean this mess up. This is nice detail. Like in my mind, that's a good little detail. It also works for what we got. Hopefully it doesn't look dumb. Sometimes you don't know, you know what I mean? Like, you'll like it because you did it. And then people won't say anything, and then later on you'll look at it and like, oh man, that looked dumb. I was just glad that I pulled off the joinery. You know what I mean? So, speaking of joinery, let's go ahead and release the Kraken. Release the hounds. Right away, sir. So much stuff on this table. But here's where our joinery came out the bottom after we got all the way through. Remember how open that was? We're going to fill that in with something. But look at that. Is that good? CJ said, especially with that sanding net you've got, you can get some of that walnut mixed with the glue and treat it like you would drywall putty. Absolutely. You know about it. The Brofessor. Oh man, how you doing? Hate to see you go. Sorry I missed you. He said, hi, I'm subbed to you and I am thrilled to hear that. Sorry I missed it. Hope to see you in the chats next time. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of that nonsense. We don't want that there, right? Next question becomes, what do we do in these voids? And the answer for me is, I don't know yet. I did not anticipate that at all. It's going to be all right. I might just fill it with some glue, set it and forget it. You know what I'm saying? Worst things could happen to a mallet, and it'd be purposefully cleaned up with glue and locked in tight. Maybe I'll dump some epoxy down in there. That might be it. Just some clear bonding epoxy just to hold it super tight. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Because this is a mallet that I'm going to give away. I don't want them to have to do any maintenance on it, you know? Have it locked in forever and ever. Alright. Let's check this thing out. That's nice. Some good flippability. Like that. Spins good and knocked a giant dent in my... I'm just kidding, it didn't hurt my bench or the mallet itself at all. I like these knot holes in it. I think that's a good design idea. I'm glad I did it. And on this side, these knot holes, I think they look good with that heart. I think it looks like something. I like it. Chow, says CJ Craig. I'm not a bad carpenter. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'd go for that. But what do we need to do? We need to put some oil on this thing, at least on the head. Mostly because I just want to see what that's going to look like. I think it'll look amazing. Um, Second, I think maybe y'all will want to see it too. So, get some gloves on. And Kathy Camp says, beautiful. You're beautiful, Kathy Camp. For saying that. What a sweet thing to say to a stranger on the internet. I thank you. And let's see. We'll clean it off real quick with the air. And that way we won't be trapping anything in our finish. And we'll be able to take another look at our finish too. See if we're happy with it. I don't know. I'm gonna put a little more action on this, just for some of these small little scuffs. I don't want anything bad on the face. You know what I mean? And here I do have some sanding scratches, so I need to bring my paper back down to a smaller grit from that 80. And I'm going to do a quick touch with the 120, I think this is, on the face. And then I'll do a real fast touch with the 220 just on the face, because I've already done everything else. So we don't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't going to be my mallet, so I got to be particular. Bear with me. I know. Protect your neck. Won't change forever. Bringing that edge around and just softening up that face, getting rid of any of our construction scratches that we might have put on here in the building of our piece. I know I'm holding y'all up, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it done. I'm trying to get it done for you. I know it's late. You want to hang out with your families. But I do thank you for being here. It's not like I don't appreciate you. I love you. My wife don't even know what a woodworking mallet is. Just kidding, she knows. So I won't shut up about it. You know, y'all, as you do this, like, hand sand your stuff, because that'll let you re-examine everything all over again. It'll let you clean up little light imperfections that you might have missed. Like, I really was ready to put the finish on this in my mind. But a little bit more effort and then I'm really ready, and I'll be happy with my results instead of disappointed that it's not as crisp or as clean or as soft or as flat as I would have wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. Don't let anybody rush your woodwork. It's like rushing your love. Kathy, thank you for saying bless you. CJ says Gesundheit, and I appreciate that. New here and said the same thing when he sneezed. Thank y'all. That means you're good people. Your mama's raised you right. Hi, folks. What a great day to spend some time on a Sunday evening. Scoob Dooby, how you doing? This is a good time. This is a good time. I thank you for being here. So look at that wood now. Like once it's all cleaned up, man, this is this. Bed frame lumber. Now we got all this pretty detail. Oh. So you can blow this off. Dust collection is a real thing. Make sure you do that for yourself. I didn't even go to the 220, y'all. I know. Let's get to it, you motor scooter. Stop delaying us. You're baiting and switching. I'm not. Promise. I'm not. Just need to get that finish all the way down to the 220 at least. Now once you do that, you got something that can feel satiny smooth. But until you do that, you do not. Right? And like I said, I'm sending this mallet off to a subscriber. Let me know if you want to be in the contest for it. Or the giveaway, I should just say. It's all of my channel members are entered automatically, but all you have to do is go in another video and say to me that you want it, and I'll enter you into the drawing for it. Now, as you go, man, and you go up in that sandpaper grip, you see what the last grip couldn't do, and you do it, and then it just gets sharper, cleaner, softer, whatever, better, all over, better. And that's what I want for whoever wins this. I want them to get it and not feel like it's a piece of junk. Be like, what? He could have did better than this. Doing me a bad Google review. I mean, Wes does it with trashy matters. Lonesome sack of suds, old man, getting in our way, ruining the algorithm. News at 11. All right, make a little bit of noise. Necessary noise. I apologize for it. Okay, necessary. Just for a second. I need this to be right. All right. Where is our finish? Where we put it when we put our stuff away. Let's go get it. Oh snap. Ain't over here. Somewhere near there. Okay, right here. Boiled linseed oil. I don't know a lot about finishes for woodworking per se, but this stuff has not failed me yet. And I dispose of my rags after I use them with this in my fireplace. All you gotta do, have a place where a fire can happen. And you're good to go. Okay, you don't have to worry about it at all. Chris says new here, the same thing with Steve. We're working and BSing over the headphones, rabbit on the stove, fall out in the background. One hell of a Sunday night. Oh yeah, CJ, you making that rabbit stew. When is it gonna be done, bud? When is it gonna be done for us? Are you bringing some for everybody? Scooby says I'm doobie and great. How are you, Wes? We are all good. Kathy says I'm good. Good explanation of going up in grit. See what the lower grit couldn't do. Have I ever tried a dovetail joint mallet? I have not, but I absolutely will try that. I think that'd be amazing. Sure, you can do better next time once the experience of this one's worked its way into your subconscious. Absolutely. Chris B says I need air. That's true, and I needed water, so that helped. Doesn't mean there's a damn thing wrong with this one. Amen. Beauty of woodworking and craftsmanship, says Chris B, is that there are no mistakes, just our own creations. Yeah. Stew tonight, says CJ. Had to marinate. Okay. This was the wine marinade you spoke of, correct? Was it a white wine, I believe? Let's see. Yeah, did you bring enough for everybody? All right. I'm going to be dramatic and start with the back because I like these knot holes and I want to see what they look like. Oh, it got all shiny-ish. This is what we had hoped. This is what I'd hoped for. Golden shimmer. Golden shimmer. Let me get let me get you a better view, maybe. Ugh. Oh man, you get used to just not having stuff in your ear, and then you start burping in people's faces like a man without manners. I apologize. I forget y'all are this close to my head. Alright, let's get some more boiled linseed oil all over everything. Try to get some good lighting here for this. really interested in what the top of that is gonna look like, and I think it is looking good, folks. It is looking excellent. Lock it. We get some more in these little grooves here. Hold tight. So I'm gonna probably go over this 2 or 3 times, but you can see that that's just to make it last and get in there real good and saturate and whatnot. But you can see the difference between that and that, right? Boom, 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 boom. Now we'll get the top, get that all good. And we'll get the side and the bottom. We'll get the front last because we're dramatic, you know. That's what we do. Clear the room out. When we get that part, get the bottom. I think we are getting what we wanted. We just have to get the face. We don't have any trans mat for snacks. I know that's right. I wish we did. I wish we did. So look at it. Now we're getting ready to put. Oh, so good. Let's see what happens when we hit that maple. We knew that magic was coming, right? We knew it was coming. We're just always still very excited to get it. Yay. Oh man, it's like the rainbow after the rain. Huh? You know it's coming. But the rain sucked. After the rain comes the rainbow. I want you to know you're a rainbow too. That is sophistication. Get a little more boiled linseed oil and we'll get that handle all wetted up. It just gets better, though. It just gets better. That's all that happens. You put more on and it gets freaking better. Here's with these knot holes that we left in here and chose for this. It gives a real rustic kind of I don't know how to describe it, kind of mountainy sort of folk look to the thing. And I'm all the way with it. Let's see how we do over here. Ugh. Is that all right? Am I all the way? I like it. What do you think? Rustic and glorious. Why did I think that heart was a ball stick? And that pitter patter with corrugated roof. Yeah, I love the rain too. For sure, for sure, for sure. Am I in the UK, CJ? Oh, I'm just talking to CJ. Looks amazing, Wes. It's really like a magic trick. Apply BLO and prestige changeover. Mm-hmm. Just every time, right? Beautiful piece, rustic and glorious. Oh, those stripes. So nice. I like it. So, if you do like it, also very balanced. Mm-hmm. If you do want this mallet, go into any of my shorts and just say I want that mallet. And that way I know. I'll write you down in the little book that I'm keeping, and when it's time to do the giveaway, I'm gonna contact everybody who wanted to be in the drawing, or I'll put it in my posts as well. But you know, it'll tag you, I suppose. And then all we gotta do is get you in the contest, and you can get it. So, thanks for coming out here and watching me build this thing. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm gonna do more to it. I may. I'm kind of getting into handle decor a little bit, and I can probably do something with that too. But for now, I'm really happy with the head. I'm really happy with the joinery. Really happy with the mallet overall. It's very light, very comfortable, very fidgety. That would have been cool if that stayed, right? Like very balanced. And then I'd have gave you the thumbs up in the West Desert. But since that didn't happen that way, I'm gonna give you 2 thumbs up, and please, please hit the likes, hit the subscribes, follows, or whatever. If you want to join, do the membership, you get entered automatically into the mallet drawing, in which you will win either this one or this one. And that one is made of 100-year-old American chestnut. Also very cool. Also very fidgety, flippable, and light. So, thanks for hanging out with me. Overall, most of all, I appreciate that, for you sticking around and making my obsessive compulsive worthwhile, and not judging me for it, and even participating, which I greatly appreciate. And I thank you for even being there. Everybody in the chat, CJ, Kathy, you gotta do it on, just go find one of my shorts and do that, because then it'll give me like your little tag in the chat. I can't get back to you, but just do that and I'll see it, and it'll notify me the whole shot. I might even do one, but I've got to wait for a good friend of mine, Dad's Woodworking. If you're also interested in the mallet, he's doing a similar thing. All you have to do is join and subscribe over there, and you can win one of his. But once that's over, mine are in play. But as long as you do put what you need to put in my thing, you're in there. I got you. Don't worry about it. Y'all have a good weekend, everyone. Chris, thank you. This is peaceful to watch. Honest to God, I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. I got a bunch of them, and they're gonna keep coming. So keep watching, and if you want to retroactively go back and watch some of them, that's super cool too. Thanks a lot, everybody. I appreciate it. It's been a great day. I had a great time. Thanks for hanging out with me. All of your subs are appreciated. All of your likes are appreciated. All of your time is appreciated. And hope y'all have a great night and a great weekend. And tomorrow morning is Monday, man. I wish you a good work week. Peace. West does it. Huh? Huh?